This is a Saturday Morning TVLog from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Welcome to another Saturday Morning TVLog, and this time around it's Space Academy, brought to us by Filmation. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Doyle, the Big D, to y'all. This, of course, is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So today's Saturday Morning TVLog is Space Academy. Space Academy is an American sci-fi series originally produced by Lou Scheimer and the folks at Filmation, premiering on CBS in September of 1977, after they had already had 4 other big live-action shows on the network, which were Shazam and The Secret of Isis, both of which just happened to have just ended, as well as their recent hit, Arc 2. However, Isis and Arc 2 were being rerun. They also aired the original Ghostbusters, the Ghostbusters to y'all, that is. But anyway, now the show takes place way into the future, much more farther than what Arc 2 had done. Now, the show took place out in space on the man-made planetoid Space Academy, found in the star year 3732, which that was years from when this show was produced. The show was created by Alan Duchovny and features a pretty good cast of characters. Let's see. This place brought together the best of young minds, including several with special skills and ability to explore the mysteries of space. So, give me a second and I'll be right back to show you some more. Well, I'll show you the cast through the cover of the complete series DVD set that I actually have. I figured this would be the thing to do. Okay, now, this had a pretty good cast. The cast included the late great Jonathan Harris, who was best known for playing Dr. Zachary Smith on TV's Lost in Space as Commander Isaac Gampu. The next one is Pamela Furden, best known for being a world-famous child actress, appearing in shows like Star Trek, The Brady Bunch, and lots of other shows, and also voicing Lucy Van Pelt in A Boy Named Charlie Brown, as well as 1 or 2 more Peanuts specials, as well as she was a voice actress as well, doing voice acting work in Hanna-Barbera's The Roman Holidays, C-Lab 2020, and These Are the Days, as well as the voice of Fern Arable in the original Charlotte's Web. She more recently appeared in an episode of Shazam as well. Now, let me see here. Let's see. Now, of course, Pamela Furden plays Laura Gentry, and next is her brother Chris, played by Rick Carrot. They were the captain and co-captain, respectively, of the Academy's Blue Team. Of course, they're siblings, and they had highly developed telekinetic and other psychic powers. Really something here. Well, I'll get to this young fella in just a minute. The rest of the crew include the late great Ty Henderson as Paul Jerome, who of course was a highly intelligent transferee from the Red Team who was raised on an Earth colony, and he was number 4 in the Blue Team's chain of command. Though he was introduced as an established Academy member of the first episode, but was reintroduced in the second season as if he were a new character. So anyway, yeah, he's a pretty good character. Now, the following year after this, he would voice half of the duo of Super Stretch and Micro Woman, which was also from Filmation, and aired as part of the Super 7 block on Tarzan the Super 7. The next one is the other female member, and that is Adrienne Price Jones, who is played by the late great Maggie Cooper. She's number 3 in the Blue Team's chain of command, and is also the love interest of Chris, as a matter of fact. The next member is Tigar. Now, if you've watched the show, you'll know who that is. He might look familiar to you. Tigar Sum, who is played by Brian Tochi, who would later go on to play Takashi in the Revenge of the Nerds franchise, as well as voice Leonardo in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies in the 90s. He's number 5 in the blue team's chain of command. He has superhuman physical strength and continued the martial arts traditions of his Asian ancestors. Now, he augmented these abilities with newer disciplines, some of which originated on other planets. His major was medicine, and he was often called on to treat other students who were sick. Okay, and now for the final member, and that's Loki, played by Eric Green. Now, he's a young orphan who was discovered in the first episode on the dying world of Zalon. Now, of course, he's sort of a comic relief, other than the robot here. This is Peepo. Now, of course, a playful prankster, Loki could teleport and could see well beyond the visible spectrum normally accessible by Earth humans. Now, I can tell you this, he also has one of the two frequent catchphrases you hear on this show, which is Camilla Partis, which that's sort of like holy cow to us. Another catchphrase we hear is ORACO, which that's an acronym standing for Orders Received and Carried Out. That's used when orders were acknowledged by Academy personnel. Anyway, now you know, this show is pretty good, and I also know that I've read that the show had some effects done by some of the people who actually worked on the original Star Wars. Yes, according to the back, with special effects by some of the technical wizards who had created Star Wars that same year. The show proved popular with audiences both young and old, and was later rerun for another year on CBS and then syndication worldwide. It has been seen on the Sci-Fi Channel, and it also appeared on Sky Network's Kids and Teens TV. That's where it was last seen. It was never shown on the Lucan Communications Retro TV network like the Ghostbusters was. And unfortunately, they never did show or the Secrets of Isis. I almost forgot they aired that too. Whoops. But anyway, after 15 episodes were produced and aired, the show ended. But like I said, it continued in reruns until September of '79. Anyway, nevertheless, oh yeah, and another thing is, the vocal effects of people were provided by Lucia star Erica, who of course, her dad was already voicing another robot on their animated hit Space Sentinels on NBC, where he voiced Mo. Anyway, now the show also featured many special guest actors as well. Let's see, I'm trying to find. Okay, among some of them include Larry Dobkin, Dallas McKinnon, who was best known for voicing Archie in the studio's Archie series, Howard Morris, who also did voice acting work in the Archies and more recently the Waldo Kitty series, and a host of others. Anyway, that's about all I can tell you on that. So please stand by. I'll be right back. Sorry, false alarm. Let me see. Where was I? Oh, yes. George DeCenzo, also a voice actor from Space Sentinels, is in this as well. Of course, he'd later go on to voice Black Star, as well as Hordak, Bo, and the Seahawk on She-Ra. And even Dina Dietrich, who was best known for playing Mother Nature in the chiffon margarine commercials of the 60s and 70s, where it's not nice to fool with Mother Nature. Yeah. There'll be lots of others. Let's see, Don Pedro Colley, who would go on to play Sheriff Lil, I think that was in several episodes of The Dukes of Hazzard, and he recently played Baron Samedi in Sugar Hill. He appeared as well. And John Berwick, who was actually a script consultant for the series. He played he appeared in one episode as the character of Matt Prentice, who was sort of a bit of a rival to Chris, but had a little bit of an interest in Laura. Of course, Berwick would later go on to appear on the spin-off series to this, Jason of Star Command, the following year. And of course, he would go on to play Rex Ruthless in Filmation's 1981 series The Kid's Superpower Hour with Shazam, which of course he appeared in both live-action form and did the voice actor in the Hero High segment. I'll do that show later. But anyway, Space Academy. It's a pretty good show. Now, this of course is the complete series set that came out from BCI Clips in 2007. It later got re-released along with the complete series of JSF Star Command and Arc 2. But however, after BCI closed down, these sets have gone out of print, and well, not even Universal has even given us these. I mean, since they're owned by DreamWorks Classics, who buy out the Filmation library from Classic Media. So anyway, now, if my memory serves me, I believe there are full episodes of Space Academy on here, so if you haven't seen this show, I would recommend you give this a try. I think you'll really like it. So just try and look up Space Academy TV series or TV show, and you should be able to find this, okay? I think some episodes are on there, maybe all of them. Like I said, give it a try. You won't be disappointed. Well, but you don't have to take my word for it. So anyway, if you have seen Space Academy, you can tell me what you thought about this show in the comment section below. If you liked the video, click the like button below, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And stay tuned, because later tonight I will be giving you my review of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. It's a spoiler-free review. So thank you for watching, and if you like this, you may want to check out these previous Saturday Morning TV Logs. In the upper left-hand corner is the one I did for JSF Star Command. The one in the upper right-hand corner, is the one I did for Arc 2, or you can see my Saturday Morning TV Log for Space Sentinels. I decided not to include last week's in the suggestions, but you can find it in the cards though. In the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., as well as the Saturday Morning TV Log. Then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching, and next week's Saturday Morning TV Log is Space Ghost. So until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.